Welcome to Trial by Wine. We take a closer look at crimes that highlight how fascinating humans can be. Schmitty, Swanee and Clarky visit crimes and run them through their jury of three, debating both sides of the case to agree an appropriate, if totally fictitious, sentence. Please be advised, Trial by Wine may include explicit or disturbing content and will include drunken rambling. Listener discretion is advised. All right, how are we?
Good. Yes, about you.
I'm all right. So I shake my head quietly, just like
another one of those solid off-air chats that's
state of the
happened
world.
just before we introduce ourselves.
Oh, no, I'm good. It's a bit chillier at the moment, and I was a bit worried that I'd missed my opportunity to do some pruning of my fruit trees, but I was happy to see that we're coming into some warm weather this weekend, so I'll be pruning my fruit trees. How's that for middle-aged lady excitement for you?
Do you prune them in autumn?
Well, I read on Google that I'm supposed to, because this is for the apricot and the cherry. It said you're supposed to, while it's still hot. You're actually meant to do it immediately after summer, but I missed that boat. But it said while it's still warm, you can, so that it's nice and dry. So if I do it Saturday, we get 2 extra days of hot weather before it gets any rain on them. The idea is that then they don't get fungus.
Disease. Yeah, right. Interesting.
That's why I was like, shit. Otherwise, I'd have to do it in spring. But I don't really want to do it in spring because that's when it's budding and,
that's stupid,
going to lose my fruit. Yeah. I know.
I do all of ours in winter, not with any expertise behind me.
Interesting.
Swanee, when do you prune your fruit trees?
Me. When the gardener comes here.
Right answer.
Anyway.
It's actually very warm here.
Mm.
And
Is it?
I've just come back from Bridge, and on the way back from Bridge, my car said it was 35.5 degrees.
That
and
is
I just
hot.
checked, and the forecast is actually today, says it's actually 34, and then 36, 36, 36, 35, 33 through to Sunday. So we're in a little bit of a hot patch, a bit of a hot spell.
Have we got any news?
No.
No.
There's enough news out in the
there's
real
enough
world
going on, that's right.
Yeah, we're all a bit anti-news at the moment, aren't we?
I know, it's just, it's not good, is it?
It's not the best, Dal. It's not the best. How are you going for petrol prices?
I don't really know. Not good, but
I'm sitting around the 221 to 227 mark today.
Oh,
the last I paid
3, I think, over here.
Yeah, last I paid for diesel was $2.79.
Diesel's up, yeah.
I'm diesel.
Yeah, but when I say I paid for it, I have a fuel card, so I don't really pay for anything.
Have you got any jerry cans filled up?
Yeah, heaps. We're filling the creek with it, so it just runs.
Well, that's
with
stupid.
I
petrol.
do feel that I feel like there's something sort of in, like, not COVID, but it feels like there's something
I know.
just out there where you go, I feel
any
like
minute now someone's going to say, stop driving, work from home. Yep, yeah. I know. And I said it to a colleague today. I said, any minute now the government's going to tell us to reduce our driving petrol. Because that idiot came out last week, what is he, the Minister for Natural Reserves or something, and said, don't worry, we've got 32 days worth of storage in this country. We have no problem. And I said to Tony, could you pop down to the petrol station, please, and fill up a couple of jerry cans? And he did. Because I'm like, 32 days is not very long.
No.
And this man's like, we don't have any problem. I'm like, in 32 days' time, he'll be ruining the day he said that on TV.
So apparently there's petrol stations regionally that are running out of petrol because people are panic buying like toilet paper.
Yeah.
But the government decided to send petrol to some of the regional areas to help them. The problem is farmers need diesel to run all of their machinery as well as most of their cars.
And they're not letting them fill up the machines.
So
they're only letting them fill up their trucks.
Make this shit up that it's like, oh, we'll help you out then. We'll send you the wrong kind of fuel so you can sit there and feel bad about yourself.
You put it in your machines.
Because now you've got petrol, you just can't have it.
Especially in WA. I was reading a farmer talking about exactly this problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's been a problem.
But the government's not talking about the fact that we're in a drought either. And yet we clearly are. They've got ads on the radio at the moment saying, don't run the tap when you're brushing your teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Just
could be 4 buckets of water. Yeah. Have a little shower.
Soon enough, we'll have the old, what do you call it, pipe, water, what do they call it?
Pipe ban.
Hose pipe ban, as they call it in the UK. Yeah, but this drought's been evident for at least 6-7 months. I'm sure I've mentioned before that we're in a drought and no one seems to be paying attention to that, but I believe we're in a drought. And now we're in a petrol and diesel drought too, thanks to just the absolute lunacy of the world. and Donald Trump. Fuck me, honestly. I just and the problem is Tony has been obsessed with Donald Trump before he got into his second term, right? So he's been just
obsessed
every
as
morning.
In he's good, or obsessed
no,
as in
he hates him.
Yeah,
but
right.
He gets on every morning. He gets on and you hear him talking to Google going, Donald Trump news. And then it comes up YouTube and it's
That's
so
not going to help you,
awful.
Tony. Cheapers.
And I'm like, it's not good. When it was the lead up to the election, I kept saying to him, as in the American election, it's not good for your mental health, Dale. You've really got to step away from this. And he was getting angrier and angrier. Every day he listens to that. And I'm like, I just don't want to hear it. He was also every day listening to which is old news now, no one seems to care, Ukraine and Russia war.
Oh, is that still going on?
Oh, yeah, it's still happening. Yeah. Apparently
no one
Europe
cares
has
about
said
that.
Well, Europe says we do care about that. We're not going to forget that because we feel like this Iranian thing's a bit of a distraction from both that and, of course, Epstein.
Everything else.
I mean, what a shit show. You couldn't write it, couldn't you? You couldn't make it up. Anyway, so let's give ourselves an hour or so of frivolity or tragic murder, whichever way we're going to go today, and distract ourselves from the very harsh reality that the world is facing currently. So I suppose we should introduce ourselves. I'm Schmitty.
I'm Swanee.
And I'm Clarky. And together we are Trial by Wine.
And what are we drinking?
Oh, I'm on my first Coke Zero of the day.
Lovely jubbly.
Yes. And then I've got a nice little, because I'm feeling rather parched.
I've got
literally cost of living crisis.
Yep. Coles super water.
Is that Black and Gold or something?
It probably would be. It is Coles soda water.
Coles brand. Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a
crisis over here.
I've got tap water in a soda stream
bottle.
But I am drinking a little something because it's a slightly cooler day. I'm all cozy wozy, so I'm having a little Baileys.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
I think we're just on soda water with a bit of lemon soda stream thing in it.
Wow. Who's got a story for us?
I have.
Excellent.
And we've just been talking about the lunacy of the world and what we were going to do over the next hour or so just to give us a break from it.
Let's see which way we go. Yep.
This one's nuts.
Okay.
It came from a listener request. So from, my friend that we've talked about a bit who loves that we do scam stories purely for their educational value.
Yes.
Yeah. So she recently messaged me saying, thanks for keeping me safe from scammers, and then sent me a link to this story with the following note. Can't recall if you've done this one, but it has scams and murder. It's bonkers. Now, we've used bonkers a couple of times to describe stories early on, I recall. I don't remember the detail of them, but this one really is bonkers. Swanee, I was going to check with you to see if we'd done this story because you're the source of all the stories that we've done before. But then I thought if I did that, I would give it away. So I didn't do that. So I'm just running the gauntlet. But first, my sources. So this one, the sources won't make any sense because it comes from South Korea. So en.namu.wiki, infoloop.co.kr, koreaboo.com, kbizoom.com, and namuwiki.com. Whatever. I don't know any of them.
I've certainly never heard those sources before.
They're all new. So this is the story of Eom In-suk, and it comes from South Korea in the early 2000s.
How does one spell that?
Yes, it's a good question. So it's EOM.
EOM.
In like the English word in, but with a capital I.
Yeah.
And suk like wah.
Yeah.
But with a capital S. Yeah.
Right.
Eom In-suk.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so pretty much as it sounds. Now, there's going to be words I'm going to murder. First one is, if I haven't already murdered her name, which is quite possible.
Right.
There's going to be multiple murders of this, of the linguistic kind. Born in Jungnam-gu, Seoul, on July 29, 1976.
You're doing better than I would. It's all good.
It didn't take long for her to start down her criminal path. In 1993, during her second year of high school, she was caught stealing from another student and was forced to transfer to another school. She also gave sleeping pills to a friend and stole his credit card. In 1995, after graduating from high school, Eom In-suk left home and started working as an insurance agent. She met Mr. Lee, a man who worked at a moving centre. They started dating and soon after began living together.
A moving centre?
Yeah, like I'm assuming a removalist place.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought that's what you meant, but then I thought...
Oh, so I should have said a lot of this was obviously from South Korean sources, and there's a lot of lost in translation. They were getting genders wrong, and I had to read things several times. Anyway, I found one that helped me kind of piece together the story, but there will be bits here that won't make any sense. Embrace them, because I don't know the answer.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like when I did that Polish one. Yeah. Same problem.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So they had a daughter in 1997 and registered their marriage in April 1998. After her father passed away in 1998, she withdrew money from her father's bank account without the family's knowledge and stole her mother's money and belongings and moved to Seoul. In February 2000, her 3-year-old daughter fell down the stairs at home and died from her injuries.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yep.
That's terrible.
It is terrible. After that, things escalated.
That's a pretty dramatic fall.
Was that an accident?
It's we'll come to it later, and I'm going to let you guys decide that.
Okay.
There is no evidence that it wasn't an accident. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Okay.
So after that, things escalated. Eom visited a psychiatrist and was prescribed antidepressants to help her cope with the loss of her daughter. She also took out 4 accident and death insurance policies for her husband.
Can you do that, can you? I never really thought about that.
That's the way you said it. We've talked about this before. I think you can. I'm not really sure.
I'm surprised you can.
Is it like a limit?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think we've talked about it's bizarre that you can, and it's such a red flag, but I'm not even sure they find out that you've done it. Yeah.
So let's just say that you can do that and there isn't a limit, or maybe that the limit is 4. I don't know. Yeah. So she's got antidepressants to help her cope with her child, and she's got 4 accident and death insurance policies on her husband. What's she going to do? That's right. She's going to begin secretly administering the antidepressants to her husband.
I wish someone would secretly administer some to me sometimes.
Well, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could have done with one today, I think.
I could do with a few, I think. But here's a little timeline of what married life was like for Eom's husband. On the 1st of April 2000, she administered antidepressant medication to her husband, causing him to lose consciousness. And then she pushed him to the ground, causing him to suffer concussion. Then, on the 28th of April, in a Deirdre Chambers what a coincidence kind of way,
he fell down the stairs.
The same thing happened. But this time she filed an insurance claim and received an insurance payment of 340,000 Korean won, which is approximately $247 US.
He wasn't dead, right?
No, it's 247 US dollars. It's to cover the hospital. I think this one was to cover the hospital.
Oh, okay. So like insurance
things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, to me, it seems like a lot of effort to get $247 to cover the costs of something you've just paid for.
Yeah.
But Eom was just getting started. So who wants to hold her beer? In mid-May, she again gave him antidepressants, causing him to fall asleep. Then, whilst he slept, she stabbed him in the right eye with a clothespin, damaging his cornea and causing him to go blind.
Goodness.
Oh, my God.
Yuck.
Do you still wish somebody would administer antidepressants to you?
I probably could have handled that information better if I had have been a little bit
laid
back. Yeah,
antidepressed.
That's horrendous. Can I ask a quick question? With the ones that have happened to date, has he been aware that she's been...
We'll come to that.
Okay.
We'll come to that because it's a very, very good question, but there's a time where it's, I think, appropriate to
no worries.
Unpack that a little.
Okay.
So on the 1st of June, after again knocking him out with her medication, she poured boiling oil on his face, causing facial burns. So it's fair to say that married life wasn't going great for Eom's husband, And to be honest, I don't really know why he stayed. Perhaps it was that he thought these things were accidents and he really had no idea what she was doing. So I, Swanee, like you, was struggling to understand why the husband wasn't catching on. Mr.
Is it Big Suk?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, his name is.
So Eom In-suk is it her first name, is it? No?
It's her, and I think Eom In-suk is her whole name. She met Mr. Lee and they got married. But we're still calling her Eom In-suk.
Okay, so Mr. Lee. All right, yeah. Okay.
So I couldn't work out why Mr. Lee wasn't catching on until I found out the effects of the drugs she was using. So let me give you a little rundown on all of that.
This is starting to disturb me on a level that I'm not comfortable with. The pin in the eyeball has set me off on a kind of...
Pin in the eyeball's pretty
upsetting. I'm spiralling over here.
Just brace yourself. So firstly, she was using lorazepam, which can cause amnesia when overdosed, causing Mr. Lee to lose any memory of what had happened. And leaving Eom as the only witness. She also used albuterol tablets, which cause symptoms such as coma, blurred vision, and muscle relaxation, giving her the perfect opportunity to inflict the self-harm injuries of stabbing himself in the eye or spilling boiling water on his face.
Oh, God.
Also, Eom was so well presented, and to everyone outside of their marriage, she was so loving and took great care of Mr. Lim, so no one suspected a thing.
His name's Mr. Lee. There you go.
Eom gave her husband a break from July and August, committing no further harm to him.
Oh, that's good of her.
But September brought a return to her old ways. On the 9th, she again drugged him at putting him to sleep. Then she grabbed a kitchen knife and stabbed him in the stomach.
That's awful. Look, this woman's nuts.
Yes.
Bonkers. See? Bonkers.
It's a bonkers.
So maybe she should be South Korea's leader and her and Kim Jong-un could have crazy-offs. Anyway, he was in hospital for 3 weeks as a result of this.
Oh, he didn't die.
No, because she's not trying to kill him, and we'll get to that in a sec.
He self-harmed. How did he self-harm this time?
So he stabbed himself because he's depressed. He's got no memory of it.
So he doesn't recall how he got a knife?
So she tells him what happened.
Right, okay.
Yeah, she's very good because she's the witness, right? Of course, Eom In-suk lied and said that he was depressed and had self-harmed. And she lodged an insurance claim.
Did he actually have depression?
He did after this.
Well, no, he had antidepressant by bucket loads.
It reminds me of a joke from that film that I've always talked about that I like so much, The Tall Guy. There's a scene in it where he goes for an audition and the line he's got to say is like, fuck off. And so this one guy goes, fuck off. And he goes, fuck off. He says, fuck off. It's Jeff Goldblum, right? And so he's playing it down. And then the agent says to him, look, they didn't like you. You know, they didn't feel like you were angry enough. And he said, oh, I was pretty pissed off by the end of it. Because you said, fuck off. No, you fuck off. It feels the same. You know, no, he wasn't depressed, but he was by the end of it. I don't know what's happening, but I keep stabbing myself in the eye, in the guts. Jeepers.
Yeah, all of that. And so you'll see there's a little theme starting to come through of her lodging insurance claims post-event.
Oh, yeah. That's clearly what it's all about.
2001 must have been a good year for the couple as there were no more mysterious injuries. But then 2002 comes around and, of course, Eom is again back with a vengeance. On the 15th of January at 4 a.m, she again drugged him into unconsciousness and again stabbed him in the abdomen with a knife, inflicting injuries again requiring 3 weeks of treatment. And you guessed it, she filed an insurance claim. And on the 3rd of February at around 10 p.m, she again gave him antidepressant medication and, you guessed it, stabbed him in the stomach with a knife, causing multiple intestinal perforation injuries to his stomach. And this time too, it was disguised as self-harm and followed up by an insurance claim. Her husband, Mr. Lee, continued to suffer from limb cellulitis and rhabdomyolysis.
Why does he go home? I mean, what does he think's going on? That he just has no memory of doing stuff.
What does he suffer from? Sorry, limb cellulitis.
Fucking delusion.
So don't worry about Googling it just yet. Limb cellulitis and rhabdomyolysis. Now, not only can I not pronounce that properly, but I also had no idea what it was. So to help everyone out, I looked into it, and here's what I found. Rhabdomyolysis refers to a disease that occurs when muscles are damaged due to excessive rise in body temperature, excessive muscular exercise, trauma, drinking, seizures due to epilepsy, drug abuse, etc., and skeletal muscles melt or die, causing excessive leakage
this happens
of
when doing
myoglobin.
CrossFit. Is that kind of thing? Sometimes people, when
they're
doing
exercise. What did you just say? This happened to you in CrossFit?
No, I've heard that it has happened to people when they're not necessarily CrossFit, but like really hardcore exercise.
I'd say so.
They can get to a point where your body starts to melt, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think it's
his version is
that
like it.
So it causes excessive leakage of myoglobin, a muscle pigment, into the blood, blocking and damaging the kidneys. So it doesn't sound nice.
So, sorry, does he have this, or this is what he's now got as a result?
He's now got it. He's now got it as a result of the lovely
Eom In-suk's
care he's got from
He's
Eom.
for his wife.
Yeah.
And did you say limb cellulitis as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Poor bugger. He's very sick.
Anyway.
Can he stay in hospital, stay safe?
No, because he unfortunately died at the age of 27 whilst receiving treatment in hospital.
So young.
Eom In-suk
I don't know why I thought Mr. Lee was older.
No, he's not. So Eom at this point is pretty petite, loving. Everyone thinks she's beautiful. So no one suspects a thing. Poor Mr. Lee's doing it tough, and she's getting away with everything. Anyway, she was obviously devastated, and of course she sent in an insurance claim. All up in the 2 years they were married, Eom lodged 58 insurance claims.
Oof.
And they all cha-ching paid out. And she received a total of 280 million Korean won due to her husband's injury and death. That's a little over $200,000. Not a lot.
It might be in South Korea, though.
It's a good start.
Okay.
Still, in 2002, in mid-May, right after Mr. Lee's funeral, Eom went to a nightclub, presumably so that she could shake it off Tay-Tay style. Here,
haters gonna hate.
That's right. Yep. The press is gonna wah. Oh no, harm. Here, Eom met another man, Mr. Lim, a 28-year-old former athlete. It wasn't long before the two started living together. It also wasn't long before Eom started administering antidepressants to Mr. Lim.
Poor Mr. Lim, he was very depressed.
In a familiar story, she would cause him to lose consciousness and then push him to the ground. One time, her abuse inflicted a hip strain and a coccyx fracture that required 4 weeks of bone treatment. While Mr. Lim was hospitalised, she went to the district office alone and secretly registered their marriage. God knows how you do this, but Eom did. Once he was out of hospital, she again felt that he needed some antidepressants, and so she obliged, knocking him unconscious, then stabbing him in the right eye with a needle pin, causing him to go blind.
What is it with needles and pins and shit?
Afterwards, she inflicted burns on Mr. Lim from time to time. Their marriage was short-lived, and Mr. Lim died in hospital in 2003.
So was he. Yeah, right.
And Eom collected 38.8 million Korean won, about $28,200 in insurance money. Anyway, after her 2 husbands had died, I think it must have been hard to find a third one. Or perhaps the insurance company were getting suspicious and it was harder to claim. Who knows? Eom had to do something a little bit different. So in 2003, she turned her skills to her family.
Oh, nice.
Here we go.
On the 26th of July, Eom gave her 52-year-old mother a drink of pomegranate juice mixed with antidepressant medication, causing her to lose consciousness. She then stabbed her in the right eye with a 5cc syringe.
Stop it. Stop it with the needles.
Causing traumatic cataracts and blinding her.
It's just unbelievable. I can't even go there.
It is fucking nuts.
Stop it with eyes. I can't take any more of it.
It's knuck and futz is what it is.
It's knuck and futz, that's right.
It's a lot of knuck and futz.
Eom In-suk, knuck and futz should be the headline. Just if we can translate that.
shat bit crazy. So she's just blinded her mum. On the 2nd of November 2003, Eom invited her 29-year-old brother over for a drink and gave him alcohol mixed with antidepressant medication.
Hang on, are these people, sorry, is she insured, all these people? Like, how is she going to get benefit out of this?
So,
or is she just enjoying stabbing people in the eyes now?
Just give me 2 seconds and I will get to that because it's a very good question. So she gave him alcohol mixed with antidepressant medication, which of course knocked him out. Then she poured hydrochloric acid on both his eyes, causing burns to the cornea of both eyes and blinding him in his left eye.
I don't understand.
She's obsessed with the eyes.
She received a total of 266 million Korean won from insurance claims made against the injuries of her mother and brother.
So she'd insured them. She must have done.
How is no one onto this at this point?
I know, right?
Crazy. I couldn't find anywhere.
How much chat do you reckon there is in the hospitals in, the town? It's like, oh, we've had another pin, another crazy coming in.
I'm assuming, I couldn't work out if they're onto the fact that they've stabbed themselves in the eye or if they're going blind and they don't really know why. I couldn't work it out. It just all seems so unbelievable.
Yeah.
And trying to find any more detail on it was really impossible. Yeah. It was all just the kind of superficial. Yeah. You'd think if someone got stabbed in the pin with an eye, there'd be evidence of a stab hole in the eye, though. So,
do you know? You just
is there a joke about like your face looks like piss holes in the?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, your eyes look like piss holes in the snow.
So no, it's like your eyes look like pinholes. That's what
Yeah,
pinholes that have been inflicted on you by Eom In-suk.
So, Schmitty, I couldn't find anywhere if she took out insurance policies in their names or if they already had them.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, in April 2004, while her husband...
she's still the benefactor, though.
Yeah. So quite possibly took him out herself.
Yeah.
In April 2004, she attempted to kill her hospitalised brother by putting bronchodilators and medicine into his IV tube. I'm not sure if the bronchodilators were the medicine.
She just got a free for it. Help yourself, else. Lady. Whatever you want to do. She just dumps it and goes, oh, here we go. No one recognised her. I think this looks
just familiar. Look cute and unassuming and go about your way. Anyway, she didn't succeed. In January 2005, she sold her mother's apartment in, here we go again, Namyangyu, without permission and used all of the proceeds for personal purposes. So she's just sold her mum's apartment without permission.
Is anyone in her... you're probably not going to have access to this detail, but like, is anyone suspicious around her?
Well,
or they're all drugged.
I think the screws are tightening, right? Because as settlement approached, she was going to have to vacate the house for the new owner. Yeah. And she was worried that her family would find out that she'd sold the house. So she developed a plan. She gave her two brothers pomegranate juice mixed with antidepressant medication to make them unconscious. And then she set a blanket on fire with a match, which burned the house down. It also gave her brothers burns that required treatment for a couple of weeks. And of course, she set about claiming the insurance money. So she sold the house just before settlement because she's worried they're going to catch on to the fact that they've all got to move out of the house. She burns it down, injuring her brothers, and then claims the insurance money.
I mean, we say bonkers, but, just genius. The benefit of hindsight, right? But at the time, I don't want anyone to know that I've sold the house out from under them, so I'll just burn it down.
Exactly.
Problem solved.
Absolutely problem solved.
I mean, but solving that problem creates another one because with the family home burned down, she had no place to stay. So she moved in with her housekeeper, Mrs. Kang. However, this didn't last too long.
I hope you didn't like your eyes too much because they're going to get needles in them in a second.
Needs to be,
have a head read. What are you doing taking her
Needs to be warned. So this didn't last too long, presumably because Eom's not easy to live with. And in February 2005, Mrs. Kang asked her to move out. Now, of course, Eom wasn't happy about this, but had another problem. I hope. I've got to move out of a house. So she set fire to the apartment, which resulted in Mrs. Kang's husband dying from facial burns and the rest of the family suffering burns. She then went to the hospital where Mrs. Kang was.
I feel like that happened. She sounds like an evil clown.
It is.
Sorry, I was like, what sound effect could go with this insane story?
It's some evil kind of a cackle.
Laughing.
Yeah. I'll get you yet, my pretty, and then stab him in the eye.
So much eye action in this story.
Shocking. So anyway, she goes to the hospital where Mrs. Kang is, and I don't really understand this, but she attempted to set fire to the stairs by pouring oil on them. I'm assuming that was because she was trying to set fire to the entire hospital to kill Mrs. Kang, but that's an assumption. There's no evidence of any of that.
God, it's a long, or like a big ploy, put it that way. Yeah, a lot of people put out just to get Mrs. Kang.
Yeah, correct. But I don't think she cares. She's very task focused,
calculated. Very calculating.
So her attempt failed. However, the scene was captured on CCTV and she was arrested. Now, this next bit, I know some of it's been lost in translation. This bit I just could not get my head around, but I'll do my best to try to explain it. So just bear with me. Her brother apparently told the police that anyone next to my sister will die or get hurt, and reported the incidents that had occurred, saying that his sister was suspicious and her additional crimes were revealed. Eom made up a story about how she could see her dead daughter in the flames, and she was eventually investigated but not detained. Now, I'm sure there's some important detail there that I couldn't find because that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm also not sure of the chronology of this, as she isn't done with her rampage, so perhaps this happened later than what I'm reporting. Anyway, on with the story. So here it's really going to get bonkers. Somewhat because of Eom's actions and somewhat because of the lack of information to help me explain how it played out in a way that makes any sense. But let's give it a go. On the 7th of February, she went to the home of a woman named Yu, Y-O-O, not you as in Y-O-U, just to be clear. But if I start talking about you, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about you. Yes. Now, she met you while she was visiting her brother in hospital and made her a drink, a concoction of antidepressant medication mixed with strawberries. She then stole
it's like a nice little daiquiri.
How does she access to all this medication?
I think she's got a mini ninja bullet in her bag. You know, you can get those little portable ones. I think it's something like that. She then stole, and this is how you can tell whether it's you or you, she then stole Yu's credit card. If it was you, I would be saying stole your credit card. But she stole Yu's credit card from her bag.
You guys don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly right, yep. And withdrew about 3.7 million won in cash and paid 1.2 million won for her brother's hospital bills. What a good Samaritan. She's like a regular day Robin Hood.
Yeah, sure, with pins.
Yes, and needles. In March, she visited her son in hospital and stole 2 credit cards from the handbag of a woman she knew and withdrew 1.8 million won in cash. Then, on the 3rd of April 2005, fearing that she would be caught stealing and using her friend's credit card without her knowledge, she went to her friend's house, tricked her into taking antidepressant medication by pretending it was a diet pill, and stabbed her right eye with a pin.
Oh, fancy that.
Causing
There needs to be some alarms.
That's a crazy alarm.
Yeah.
There's a
little siren there for you.
There's a Nicki Minaj song, I think, that goes, sound the alarm.
There is.
That, yeah, I think.
Yes, I think someone needs to sound the alarm around this bit.
Correct.
Yeah. Sound the alarm.
So she tricked her into taking antidepressant medication by pretending it was a diet pill and stabbed her in the right eye with a pin, causing endophthalmitis and blinding her.
What are you up to at this point? How many eyes is she responsible for?
I'll give you
half a dozen, a dozen eyes.
Are we counting a pair of eyes or individual eyes? Because one person was
you can do it by
acid
eye.
in both of them.
You can do it single eyes.
I think you can do it by single eye because not everyone has lost sight in both.
Yeah. That's right. I think we just do it by eyes, singular, and see how many.
It's like eyes and teeth and fingernails. You know, they're the sorts of things that you shouldn't be sticking needles near. You know what I mean? They're the things that have you, like Swanee's doing the scrunchy face. You know, it is. It's like, oh, God, you know, I keep scrunching my eyes at the thought of these needles. It's awful. Okay, go on.
So on the 19th of April, we're nearly at the end, Swanee, so just try to keep it down for a little bit longer.
For that.
The bile's
on the 19th
rising.
of April, yeah, that's right. Swallow it.
Ugh.
On the 19th of April 2005, the police rearrested Eom In-suk, who was 29 years old at the time, and this time they detained her. At the time of her arrest, Eom In-suk
She pinned them in the eyes.
Would you like one of my new ninja?
Then she got it. Let me guess. Then she got a payout. Then
that's what happened at the police station when she went rampant with the pins in their eyes.
She must be walking around like she's like a habdash, you know, like someone like a tailor.
Permanent pin cushion.
Yeah, pin cushion. Yeah.
Pull one out. Yeah.
Unbeknownst to the police department, she'd taken out an insurance policy on the entire police department. Not really. So she was, she was 29 at the time. She's being detained now, but at the time she was seeing another man. So I'm assuming it was only a matter of time before he became another victim. Anyway, once she was detained, she admitted to most of her charges, stating that she committed the crime because she was addicted to drugs and needed money. But her second husband...
Was she addicted to antidepressants by any chance?
She gave the drugs away to everybody.
I mean, she was going through loads of them.
If she used them for herself, it might have been problem solved.
Correct.
She could have cut the old pin in the eye out.
So her second husband's older sister testified that she didn't believe that Eom was in fact addicted to drugs and needed the money. And the public prosecutor said that she didn't feel like a drug user or a mentally ill person. I'm happy with the drug user bit. I think, I don't know what they feel like, but yeah, they're mentally ill. There's no dispute. I went up and
gave her a squeeze, and she didn't feel like a drug user.
I'm not getting that.
Yeah,
so tests were conducted, which revealed that she had never used drugs, proving this was a lie, and it was ultimately revealed probably,
yeah, or at least I bet she had really long hair. She's South Korea,
she would have had very long hair. Yeah, she did have very long hair, in fact. Yeah. So they proved it was a lie and ultimately revealed that her motive for the crime was not drugs, but money needed to fund her luxurious lifestyle.
How luxurious was her lifestyle?
I mean, compared to what it would have been otherwise, probably pretty luxurious.
See, I think if you've got to be stabbing people in the eyeballs, I think that takes away from the luxury of your life.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you've got to do some hard yards to be doing all that stuff. It's hard. She works hard for her money. It's not easy.
She works hard for the money.
Yeah.
She's like drugging people and stabbing them.
I mean,
she works
pouring hot oil.
For the money and she stab you in the eye.
But she did look pretty, so, you know, that's important.
That takes a lot of work.
Oh, goodness me, that's so bad.
So she tried to claim that she had mental health problems in an attempt to get her sentence reduced. She claimed that her husband often drank heavily, beat her, and forced her to have sex against her will, which led to a bad relationship between them.
Which one?
I don't believe that.
But of course, there was
one
no
of the men that
evidence.
she stabbed in the eye and stabbed in the guts and put boiling water
gives me the horn like that kind of stuff. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Now, I'm demanding it.
All right, you can stab me in the eye one more time, but then I'm going to jump on top. So still, a psychiatric analysis was conducted revealing she was nothing more than a malingerer, a person who intentionally feigns, exaggerates, or fabricates physical or mental illness to avoid work, responsibilities, or duty, or to gain benefits like compensation.
I know some people who are malingerers, but they don't go to these lengths. They just go around whining about being unwell.
She's like a malingerer on steroids.
She's like a malingerer who's a malingerer.
Great word.
A malingerer who is also a sociopath. I'm going to have
malingering is the intentional production of false or gross exaggerated physical or psychological symptoms driven by external incentives such as avoiding work, obtaining financial compensation.
I did a bit of malingering today, if I'm honest.
Yes, I was going to say, or securing drugs.
Anyone lose their sight around you? Or just...
Oh, this is what's important.
No,
it is
just
not
the
a
avoiding
mental
of work.
illness, but a clinical issue.
Okay. I don't feel sick, but I don't feel well enough to do any work. I must be malingering. Yep.
Malingerer.
So
what a pretty name for a girl.
It is. Eom or malingerer?
Malingerer. And at the end you cut the ER off and you put like a cute over it, so it's like French spelling, malingerer.
You're going to pretty
like rosé, malingerer.
Yeah,
malingerer.
Yeah.
Rosé.
Malingerer.
Oh, that's right.
Malingerer. Yeah.
I got that wrong.
Nice.
Scrap it.
So her crimes led to 3 people dying and 7 people.
It felt like there were about 20. She's so busy with these things that she does.
So 3 people dying and 7 people being injured, including 5 people being blinded.
Oh,
there are suspicions.
Insane.
It's nuts. There are suspicions that she killed her daughter, but she strongly
I can't imagine why.
This.
I will believe her.
Yeah.
I think she did. Well, when I say I think she did, it's plausible in as much as the daughter might not have fit into her plans of malingering.
Oh, the daughter might have
been
asked for some money or got in the way.
Might have expected to be cared for.
And off you go down the stairs.
She is a crackpot.
But she's denied it.
She strongly denies it and there's no conclusive evidence of it. So anyway, Eom In-suk was sentenced to life in prison.
Deny all of her other crimes, or she admits to all of her other crimes?
No, she admitted to most of them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So she probably didn't kill her daughter then.
So she was sentenced to life in prison where she remains today.
Thank God.
She's a danger to society.
And that's the story of the shat bit crazy Eom In-suk.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy. How'd your friend find out?
I don't know, but it's a cracker. I love it when people send me stories like that. So
your
I don't
friend's not a malingerer.
Anything.
I hope who is going inspirational malingerers.
She's on malingerersros.com on the fan
Motivational
page.
Malingerer. Yeah. My goodness. Malingerer.
Yeah. It's a good word, isn't it?
So good. Well.
What do you think?
That is deeply, deeply disturbing.
Because
I can't get past the comfort someone has of going, right, well, if I do that, I think that worked well before. I think I'll stick with the pin in the eye. Yeah.
It's a real MO, isn't it?
It's about 2 million won, I think I should get for that.
Yeah. It's, it's nothing too hard for me to do. It's not like I really got to struggle.
That's actually a really good point.
It's revolting.
Like, does she have some kind of a rate card?
I think she must have. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how much do I get if someone's blinded? Because
she wouldn't.
Otherwise, why were you just blinding people right, left, and centre?
Well, she wouldn't have initially, but she would have built a rate card over the course of it. So by the end, she would have a rate card 100%.
She got one of those Rolodex things that spins around. And I'll check. Can I get a price? Can I get a price check on pin in the eye? Price check.
What about a wheel of self-harm? What's it going to be today? Fall down the stairs?
I'm sorry, Mr. Lim. It looks like
it
says stab in the guts today.
Oh, you're on a roll. It's the 3rd one in a row.
Oh,
We're
Mr.
running out of
Lee.
guts to stab.
Oh, Mr. Lee. One-eyed Mr. Lee. How about we try a little bit of hot oil on the face today? Goodness me.
Also, I wonder about
rhabdomyolysis.
If it's a little bit of that for you.
What was that?
Rhabdomyolysis. Rhabdomyolysis.
That horrible CrossFit
disease, of course.
Oh.
I also wonder on the rate card, do you go 2 million won for my eye? Probably not. 2 million won for somebody else's eye. Sure thing.
Yeah.
That's a
I mean, I've only got 2 eyes, right? So
she could have done
if I just keep doing everyone else, I get more and more money. If I do my own,
a scam.
I'm tapped out in no time.
And if they're already blind in that eye, if you spill some hot oil on the same eye, does it matter? Is it less money because they're already blind in that eye, or is it the same?
The first husband, it was
blind
oil,
eye
wasn't it?
is hot oil on a blind eye worth less than hot oil on a fully functioning eye?
It's definitely worth less. Yes.
Do they go, look, we've already done the payout on the other eye. Nothing suspicious here. I'll just check. It is your left eye, isn't it? Because we've got a thing here to say everybody had a claim on the right eye. Oh, yes. Okay, no worries.
When you have to go on your health insurance, right? And you have to check that you've got the right item number.
Yeah.
You know, as my private health insurance covering me for the item number of blah, blah, blah for my surgery. Oh, yes, it is. Great. It's the same thing. She's just got a rate card. She's got the item numbers. She knows exactly what she's going to get.
What about in the insurance company when they first get a claim for someone self-harming themselves by stabbing themselves in the eye with a pin?
I don't know why that's even something that you pay for.
What's the going rate for this? I've never had this before. And then 3 weeks later, oh, look, you wouldn't read about it. I've got another one from the same lady.
Oh, can you believe it?
She's very unlucky. All the people around her have these terrible things happen to them. But what I don't understand is, what year did it all start?
2000.
Or 2000?
So there were computers. So, we had computers then. You would think, because in other stories we've done, insurance companies do talk to each other when they start to see a pattern. Yep. And yet, clearly, it's not life insurance, obviously. So is it health insurance?
No, it was death insurance.
But they didn't die.
The two husbands did.
Yeah, eventually. But the original payouts, though, were against blinding and burning and stabbing themselves.
Falling down the stairs.
So I've got terminal illness cover. What do you call that? When you're insured for life insurance, and then if you can't work, right? So, if you get a disability.
Total and permanent disability.
Those things, or if you get a terminal disease and that. Maybe she had that kind of insurance where, if you become incapacitated in some way, i.e. someone sticks a needle in your eye, that you would get a payout. Because I just don't understand what type of insurance this was. I mean, did she just go online and buy it online?
Yeah, I think it was Budget
Interesting
Direct.
How this happened. Yeah, exactly, right? Australia's how many awards have Budget Direct won for customer service or whatever? I just find the actual insurance world weird on this.
There is nothing that is not weird about this story.
It is. It's so disturbing, really.
Because they only moved once, didn't they? She only moved physical location once. It's not like she travelled around the country.
For the address.
She burnt down a couple of houses that she lived in.
It was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Suk South Korean for Smith? It's a really common name, so they didn't realise it was the same person.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. She might have done fake IDs as well, although none of that was ever reported. That's just me making it up. It's just so weird. I can't make sense of it.
It does make it difficult to get your head around when you're trying to claim on, I don't know, your dog's insurance for having had some minor procedure, and everything's such a palaver kind of thing, to get money, a couple of $100 for something, and she's out there like this whole
racking it out.
Yeah, exactly. Malingering. Oh my God.
Malingering, exactly. I don't even know how she managed to get married while her
husband's
husband's
say that
in
next
hospital.
time somebody says, I'm just sorting this out. We're just going to look into this. What? Do you think I'm a malingerer? Do you think I'm malingering? This is a genuine, claim.
I reckon just say that and leave it at that, and they'll go,
What?
Or you'll hear them typing as they Google it.
Malingerer.
How do you spell that?
EOMINSOO.
Okay.
Mm.
Nuts.
Nuck and farts.
Sentences? Pin cushions to the eyes.
Clearly.
There's that whole eye for an eye kind of punishment, isn't there, that is begging.
She's only got two eyes, so, maybe like
Well, we can take them both.
Almost like a slow dissection.
I'd much prefer them to look horrendous to start with, because I feel like
maybe just have them, those things, the caliper type things that people open your eyes up with and they look really freaky. Maybe start there. Big googly eyes.
Big googly eyes.
Would they look bad
they come
but
out on
still
springs?
work?
Yeah.
They still work, but they come out on their stalks on a spring.
So she
and
could
they
only
just pop
see
out.
how ugly her own heart was.
Well, she can only see down because they're hanging down off springs.
Yeah.
Put burnt oil around here so it all looks really bad, but the eye bit still works.
Was she very aware of her own? I don't know if I'm overplaying it, but I understand she was good looking. But was she a real beauty, and that really was played in her favour, right?
There's a little bit that said she was quite beautiful. So I think that I don't really know, but I think that was kind of where they were going with it. And
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, not in the eyes of the beholder. I think she absolutely played up to it a lot and got away with a lot because of how inoffensive she was, her personality was, and how beautiful she
just
looked.
Seems sweet. You don't have to be hot stuff to get away with this sort of stuff. There's also an element of kind of fading into the background enough. Because I don't get the sense that she's limelighting and carrying on. She's just quietly going about her business.
Yeah, no, she's not wearing, mini skirts and showing off her midriff. No. She's looking beautiful and acting,
like a decent person,
a sort of classy, loving, inoffensive kind of way.
Yes.
Which means no one would suspect her of the horrors that she's actually doing.
We're just needles in the eyes. Jesus. At the moment, Kip's got this thing on his eye, ironically. It's always, I don't know how we work this.
Stick a pin.
No, thank God. But I don't know how we work this. That when we do a story, there's always some anecdote that's applicable to whatever the bloody story is. Sometimes it's about the dog, sometimes it's about me. But he's got this spot on his eye, and I took him to the vet. You were saying before, Swanee, about getting money out of the vets. Oh, my God. I've got this thing now where they do this gap payment here. I don't know if they do it in WA, like your health insurance. Yeah. So you give them the card and whatever. Oh, I got a staggering $12.75 back the other day out of a $470-something bill. I was like, oh, excellent, thanks.
So where are you headed with this? You're going to now go and stab Kip in the eye?
No, I'm not. No, he's got this thing on his eye. And the vet said, oh, I think that's panis or panis, not penis. And I said, what's that? And she said, it's an incurable disease that makes him go blind. And I'm like, great. And then thankfully the other vet came in and said, oh, it could just be an injury. So let's just treat it as an injury for the next week and see what happens. And so he's been having these eye drops. So the connection here is about the eye drops, right? So he's got to have 3 a day. And I get them out of the fridge and warm them up a bit so they don't sting, and like grab him, lift his head, put the eye drop in, away we go. You should see Tony trying to administer these eye drops. He's mucking around. He's trying to, don't worry, baby, don't worry. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. The longer he takes, the worse
just
it
get
becomes
on and
for
do
the dog.
it. Yeah,
it's just get it done, yeah. Can you imagine him sticking a needle in someone's eye? My God, that would take forever.
I mean, I couldn't, in that I don't think it's in his nature, as well as, yes, it might take an awful lot of time.
It's not in mine. A friend of mine asked me to administer insulin in her dog because her dog's got diabetes. No, in the back. But it's a tiny little dog like yours.
Yeah.
And we were trying to show her sister how to do it. And I must admit, I picked it up and I was like, I didn't want to hurt the dog, So I did it and I got the needle in and I did the job. But I was so worked up that the dog would yelp anywhere, like when I went near it, that I was like, so okay, I just can't see how you could go to someone's eye and stick a needle in it.
Well, Schmitty, your problem is you're not using copious amounts of antidepressants beforehand.
Yeah. Just drug the dog.
I'm also
knock the fucker out, and then you can have your way with it.
Kick it to the floor, then
kick
go
it down the stairs.
Then have a go.
I'm not sure that's my
You're
problem.
I think I'm not hard for yourself.
God.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder, Schmitty.
No wonder you're highly strung.
You've been told how to do it. You've been told how to do it. You not listen sometimes.
True that. I know, you're right.
You might even get insurance for it.
I know.
I don't think so. The getting insurance bit, I don't understand, but I put that down to foreign reporting and foreign systems. Someone else's insurance, their insurance might work differently. I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she definitely got it. It definitely happened, but I don't know how it happened.
What about the stabbing in the abdomen? I mean, like he had
the hot oil in the face. I mean,
times. It's a lot.
Whoops. Every time
it's got all the classics.
Time I end up feeling, every time I passed out, I somehow managed to get a knife and stab myself in the abdomen.
It's nice that there were no shotguns to the face or no attempted hangings because they were too hard.
They still ended up dead though.
Sorry, I've done that to myself, darling. I'd have a couple of weeks not getting better, then I'll be back home again. I don't know what comes
the one in
me.
hospital that you said she administered bronchial blah blahs or what do you call them? Broncho somethings. I looked it up because
bronchodilators.
It just sounded like a horse. I was like, bronchodilators.
Oh yeah, no different.
But it's like an inhaler. Like, what's she doing giving him a...
It sounds like a football team.
I'm not sure what she thought was going to happen.
Bronchodilators. Yeah.
They said bronchodilators.
I'm a bronco.
It's a good name. No, she's funny. Absolute knuck and futz. I think life in prison's a good spot for her because I just don't think she
can't
safe.
Be out and about. No. Could imagine having to do with her. She'd be terrifying, just drugging people and fucking them up.
It's just nonsense. Not to mention the credit card fraud that she committed willy-nilly.
That's neither here nor there in the whole thing.
I'm with you on that. Who cares?
It's my eyeballs. Yeah. I'm really fucking worried about.
I can't take it. Yeah.
You want to be wearing
safety goggles.
Safety goggles when she's around.
To her own mum.
I know.
I think if the prison she was in had stairs in it that she could fall down regularly, that would be okay.
Yeah. Look, I don't know, she's the kind of person who I almost want to put in a Silence of the Lambs type scenario, that dungeon down the bottom where, no one can be at risk of being injured by this person.
Where it puts the lotion on its skin?
No, I didn't
put her in a hole or else it gets the hose again.
I meant more that first bit when Clarice comes in and she meets where your mate is who flicks the semen at her,
Yeah. I know the one. Miggs.
That scene. Miggs, who's just down the road
smell?
from... Yes, you can smell her, Clarice. That's right. Rude. I bet she used Femme Fresh that morning. How rude.
Not Femme Fatale.
No, Femme Fresh. She was a CIA agent. Anyway, wasn't she? Was she CIA?
FBI.
No, she wasn't. She was FBI.
FBI, yeah. But only academy, not full blown.
True, rookie. Yeah, but I mean more in that kind of very secure location because as much as there are going to be other people in that prison who have done bad things, no one needs a needle in the eye. That's not appropriate for our justice system or South Korea. So she needs to be in a very contained environment.
Yeah, and something that makes her beauty rot. I'm not sure how. Like if it was, I don't know if it's bugs or...
She liked it herself.
Yeah. Remember Bugs and Things came? Wherever the fuck they came
bugs
from.
And things.
If you're in a dirty little dungeony kind of thing with bugs and things coming and just having a little nibble.
That was the exorcism, wasn't it?
It was in Victoria.
In Victoria, yeah. Swanee's like, the what? Yeah.
I know, right?
Don't worry, Swanee. It's an old story.
When they glad wrap the house in the mental.
They clearly had, speaking of knuck and futz, they clearly had caterers load of glad wrap. Anyway, look, I just think bugs and things in a dungeony type environment where no one else can get injured, I'm happy to sentence her to that.
Sounds good. Solitary confinement with bugs and things.
With bugs and things.
That's just like a shop, bugs and things.
Bugs and
things. It's one we'll open. It's our merchandise shop. Yeah. Someone sent us a note the other day on because I hardly ever look at our email because no one ever emails us, but someone did. And they were trying to sell us merchandise and they said something like, I love the relationship you have with your listeners or something. I'm like, all 33 of them. And then they said, we do merchandise for Wine and Crime, would be interested in helping you. And I'm like, well, I mean, our 33 listeners might want some merchandise. They can tell us. They can contact us at trialbywine.com.
We can do it with something individually.
Yeah, we could drop it at their house probably.
We can get the Bonita out and do it ourselves.
What have you got that's cost effective that comes in a 33 pack?
I do have to say that we had friends over for dinner on Sunday night, and whilst I was there, somebody got an alert to say that an episode come out, and I thought they were joking. I didn't know that existed. So there you go.
That means your friends are listeners. They're one of the 33.
Let's not go that far. I don't think they're listeners.
Or they follow us. They follow us in some ways, yeah. Oh, look at that leg action there.
That was a little bit ambitious, actually. I think I've just pulled a muscle in what is it?
A fossil in your mouth.
A fossil in my mouth.
Did you just pull a fossil in your mouth?
I think I did.
That was like, do you remember Aussie Ostrich? Remember you used to sometimes do Aussie Ostrich little legs and they fly them around? That's what that was like.
Oh.
Sorry, Clarky, you were saying?
I got this message from someone the other day. Hello there. I finally started listening to Trial by Wine and loving it. listened to the Dorothy Stratton story a couple of weeks back.
That's a long time ago. That was Grope in the Grotto, Swanee, yours.
I think I did that, yes.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, at the beginning.
Anyway, she's just sent me another one today, so I might do that another time.
Oh, there we go. So we have 34 listeners. Do you realise I didn't get when you said something about a pack of 33? I was like, talking about, 33 listeners, got it now. A bit slow on the uptake.
3, 2, 1,
sorry.
You're back in the room.
Back in the room. Yeah, a little slow on the uptake. Sorry about that. It's probably more than that, but sometimes it feels like it. So if you would like to write to us, you may at trialbywine@gmail.com, and I might even look at the email.
And we'll whip you up I
look at it once a month.
with her.
No, we do have glasses. Clarky bought the Trial by Wine glasses.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, we actually do have a lot of merchandise. If anyone would like to buy it, we'll come up with a
price. Go to our online store.
Which is trialbywine@gmail.com, and we'll work out how much we'll charge you and send it to you. Anyway, that was good, Clarky. Are we all done with sentencing?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
I need to get that out of my brain pronto. That needs to be one that goes in and goes out, because if I'm walking around thinking about being stabbed
Needles
in the eyeball with a pin, I will not cope. Because they're I've got a bit of a thing with the eyes. I can't.
I know, and teeth for me and fingernails, right? All the things that hurt a lot.
Certainly eyes for me.
Shout out to Caddy, though, for the suggestion on that one. It was a
well
good
done.
one, wasn't it?
Thank you.
Nailed it.
It was. Well done. Yes, and as much as there were murders in it, it still inappropriately made us laugh, and we needed that.
Well, I think sometimes it depends on like the source and how much information we've got. So when it's like remains at a somewhat superficial level, it's easier to
keep
it at a bit, at a nicer
Mr.
kind
Lim
of,
and Mr. Lee, we knew nothing about them really.
Tomfoolery of eye stabbing and whoops. I've drugged someone. I've drugged mum. I've stabbed mum in the eyeball.
Yeah, not again. Look, my daughter fell down the stairs.
Boiling oil on someone.
I did it again.
That should definitely be the title.
I played with my heart. Got needles in your eyes.
Baby. Spilt boiling oil.
All over your face. That
innocent.
Yeah, oops, I did it again.
Yay. Well done. Thank you.
It's okay.
As we say every week, miss you already.
Ciao.
Thanks for listening to Trial by Wine. You can contact us at trialbywine@gmail.com. Please rate, review and subscribe to Trial by Wine on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. If you'd like to support us, you can become a patron at www.patreon.com, Trial by Wine, or visit our website www.trialbywine.com to donate to us. Your support will help us cover many more cases and apply wacky sentences. We really appreciate you listening and hope you tell everyone about us. Our cover art is by John Christo and music is by Beauchamp from pixabay.com.